Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another PS Does Book Reviews. Today we're going to talk about Rise of One, a book by Dixon Reuel. The author contacted me through Reddit, asking if I would like to do a review, since I was doing reviews of some other random books that I've been reading. And she told me the plot: when a zombie apocalypse ravages the world, head vampire Rise rescues human survivors to feed his coven. So, paranormal stuff with vampires and a zombie apocalypse. What could possibly be wrong with the zombie apocalypse? I say I like Walking Dead, so why not? Let's take a read at that. And I do like vampire stuff, even though I don't read that many, or I haven't read that many books. I do follow a lot of movies and series about vampire stuff, so I know a little bit about vampires. Cover is totally awesome, great stuff. Miss Nat Mac did a great job with this one, really loved it. This is a story about a coven of vampires, three of them to be exact and precise. And since the zombie apocalypse is upon us, they fear that they might need to expand beyond their coven to find more humans or save some of the humans to help them not only survive themselves, but survive the humans as well, help them survive somehow, some way. So the story is all about that little story, their little place called Whole Court, and how they interact with each other. There's a lot of dialogue. A lot of it ended up being some sort of drama, which is not my cup of tea. I don't really like that kind of stuff. I'm more into sci-fi and action thrillers, so not very focused around drama building or relationships, that kind of stuff. Um, there's also some LGBT material in it, so if you don't like homosexual stuff, you should probably steer clear of the book. It's a good book though. I enjoyed it overall. It's not like totally my cup of tea, so I don't really rank it that high, but it didn't made me want to put it down. So that's positive. Like I still read through the whole drama dialogue stuff, even though it didn't really do that much for me. Um, so yeah, if you like vampires, if you like zombies, it's a pretty decent book to check out. A few notes that I would probably have done it different, that it felt like it was some things that felt a bit unexplained overall, and could have made things a bit more immersive if they were a bit better. I'm gonna touch a few of them, but these are like personal notes on how I would tweak the story, not really a negative review of how the author does. I mean, each person has their own way of telling the story, and I understand why Dixon wrote the story how she wrote. I would just have done its things slightly different. One of them would be try to contextualize a bit better the zombie apocalypse and the vampire thing. It just seems to pop out of nowhere. It's not really explained. I know she is writing or has planned writing or is already waiting publication for some prequels as well that will explain a little bit more the story. So maybe those books cover this. But this one felt like you just boom, you're dropped in that world and this is how it is, and we're gonna do this way because of random reasons, and there's drama that we should do this way and we should not do this way. Let's go do this anyways, and more drama. And it felt like it didn't really explain where they came from, why they're acting like that, the place that they are in. They just call it by these weird names, so the universe felt a bit unexplained on first sight. So some elements like the werewolves just felt like dropped out of the sky instead of being properly contextualized. They are a bit explained afterwards, and I understand why they were inserted into the story later on. But the beginning, the intro, felt very much like it was forced elements dropping from places, while a lot of things were left unexplained, and that tickled me a little bit the wrong way. Other stuff like focusing on the owls, like we barely noticed that the place is called Owl Court in the beginning, but then later in the end it has some sort of extra meaning that we don't really understand, and it could have been focused a lot more in the beginning to have it a proper like connection attachment to the thing. So those kind of small details I think really would help build up more empathy with the story or with the characters, and would help shape stuff up. Overall, the characters felt really decent. They had very different kind of personalities. Even though the communication between them, the dialogues felt a bit like forced, like it didn't explore fully the thing, and sometimes the actions didn't really seem to fit what was being talked. Like there's this dramatic moment for like 5 pages or something like that, and then the author has this idea and goes do something that has no relation to what the hell we were just discussing. And that also felt that it could have been placed a bit better. But these are details in the way of story building, and since I also try to practice creative writing, these things pop a lot more to me than they would do to a normal reader, I think. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you're a normal reader and these things also kind of annoy you sometimes. So yeah, recommend the book if you are looking for vampire and zombie kind of stuff with some drama in between, with homosexual material as well. Um, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you think on the comments below. See you next video. Bye bye everyone. Take care.